Welcome guys. If you saw my latest video, you saw that I made a mess of things when I tried out my new Hunter's frying pan. So I have to season it from scratch again. So today I'm indoors in preparation for the next outing, and since you mentioned in the comments that I should do a video about how to season a frying pan, I guess you're indoor too. Well, as you can see, the seasoning on my frying pan is quite uneven, and when I came out I had a too thick layer of seasoning, and then I made a mistake of putting it over the fire with too much oil. That caught fire and it quite effectively burned away a lot of the seasoning. So I'm going to definitely take away all coating I have in the pan and start from the beginning. The outside isn't too bad. I think I can leave it as is, and maybe I'll work on the handle just for aesthetics. It doesn't really matter. But the first thing, step one, should be to clean out the frying pan and wash it up properly. And I did that when I came home last time. So I would jump straight to step two, and this is a technique you also can use if you are trying to rescue an old rusty pan in cast iron or carbon. But to remove the coating, I will take baking soda and I will sprinkle it inside at the thickest parts. Like so. Get it a bit of everywhere. And then some white vinegar and splash some of it like so. So I get a paste. And you see it starts to bubble right away. And splash more so I cover the whole bottom. And probably some more baking soda to that. This will form kind of a paste. So now I'm going to let that rest here for about 15 minutes and work its magic on its own. And then I return to it and really go to town on the pan. So we'll wait. Well, hopefully this solution has worked some magic. So let's start with the steel brush and work with the paste here. And as you can see, it's starting to let go. Yes, that was the first round. So, and it looks much better, but we're not done yet. So, I'm gonna add some more baking soda. And now I'm trying to work up a thicker paste. So, much baking soda and just a little white vinegar. And let's add some elbow grease to the mix. I would say we're almost there. So I think one last round with this paste and we are done. So some baking soda and some white vinegar. And let's have this paste do its miracle. And I would say I have a good enough surface to work with here. So just one more rinsing. wipe this dry. And that's the truth with some modification, because there's still gonna be some water in the pores down here. So to get it completely dry before I start adding the oil, I'm just gonna turn on the stove and let this get hot, so all water inside evaporates, so it's dry as a bone when I start. And as you can see, it starts to heat up, and there are actually some vapor coming out from it. And now it's piping hot, so I turn off the plate and just let it cool down. So now the pan have cooled down. I can handle it without any problems. So I'm going to grab some canola oil, since it can take a lot of heat. And you can also use grapeseed oil, or if you have some tallow at home, that's perfect. But olive oil isn't heat resistant enough. So just a few drops, and applying a thin layer of oil all over. And let's turn on the stove once again. Maximum heat. So, you might need to do between 2 and 5 layers of coating and heat it up and let it cool down in between. But then you will have a beautifully seasoned and pretty much non-stick carbon fry pan, like this one. And now when this is done, you just take a small coating of oil to keep it nice and protected while you not use it, and you probably have this one for a lifetime. And now I'm ready to put this to good use in the outdoor kitchen. I hope to catch you then. But until the next time, take care, and I'll see you then.